This video has spoilers for the Made in the Abyss anime, and also it's only about the anime and not about the manga, so if you're tempted to be like, hey, all these things that you said they're taken care of in the manga, well, I haven't read the manga yet. I want to read the manga, and I know it's going to be really great, but I haven't read it yet. I've only watched the anime, and here are some problems. Here are two very serious problems that I have with the character Ozen in the Made in Abyss anime. The first thing, which is the less serious but more annoying of the two issues that I have with Ozen, is that Ozen, she's got scars on her head which cause her to have an anime haircut. And I don't know if this, was a bad sub-translation that I was watching or what, but the thing that was explicitly stated was that her hair looks the way it does because she's using it to cover scars she got while she was down in the abyss. Okay, I get that. I get, I need to cover my scars with my hair. I get that. But, what kind of scars do you have that necessitate you to have your hair shaped like this? What do your scars look like? What happened to your head to cause it, to scar in this way? Do you have bone spurs? Do you have horns? Because that would be kind of cool. And, that's what I originally thought was the point of this, before this weird line of dialogue, was that she was going to be, a bull person. We're told multiple times in the show that an aspect of the Curse of the Abyss is that you have to go down below a certain level, or if you go down below a certain level and come back up again, you will lose your humanity. You will no longer be fully human. And Ozen has this motif of the bull throughout her character. She has, her white whistle is shaped like a bull. Her big fighting costume makes her look kind of like a bull. Her title is Ozen the Immovable, and that's pretty bull-like, and there's probably other bullshit, that I can't remember, as part of her character, but it seemed really apparent that, what they were building to, what they were going for, was that, Ozen went down and came back up again, and now she is, part bull somehow. She is no longer fully human. She has aspects of a bull. And that's why her hair looks like bull horns. Because going down and coming back up again changed what sort of creature she is. That makes sense within the information that they've given us so far. But apparently that's not it. That's not why her hair looks like bull horns. The reason is that she's trying to cover scars. But, what do her scars look like that she has to make her hair shaped like bull horns? If her scars are horn-shaped, then why not just describe it as, I went down too far and came back up, and then I grew these horns? Because that would make more sense. Why describe them as scars if they're horn-shaped? And if they aren't horn-shaped, why do you have to make your hair look like this? I just hope that this is, a weird translation thing, because it really frustrated me with how pointless and how dumb it was when there was a much better thing to do with this information. That's number one. This is the most prominent thing that bothers me about Ozen. But the second thing, which is really a more serious issue in, the scope of the world and life and the internet and being a good person, is that Ozen never does one single good thing in the anime. She is a bad person, but she is obviously meant to be perceived in this very loving light, or at least, the tone of the narrative leads you to believe that this is how you should view her. And, she's generally understood in a very positive way by the fandom, and apparently the creator of the comic, seems to see her, as a stern and lovable, mother or aunt figure, or at least he retweets a lot of fan art that shows her this way. But here's what we know about Ozen. Here's what the information we are given about her from the show. Ozen has a child servant named Maruku, who is presented as female, up until there's this line of dialogue between Maruku and Reg, where Reg looks at Maruku and is like, "Can I ask you a question? Are you really a girl?" And then the scene cuts away to something else. We don't hear the next few lines of dialogue, and then when it cuts back, you just hear Reg replying, "Ah, Maruk, you have it pretty tough too, huh?" So, like, what are we meant to take from this conversation? Is Maruku meant to be, like, a trans character? Or is Ozen forcing a male child to dress in female clothes against his will? Because that's what I interpreted it as, and that is, I'm pretty sure that is what you are meant to interpret it as. And there's also, like, a throwaway joke about Ozen, like, stringing Maruku up naked as punishment, which, like, to be fair, is a joke in other parts of the series with other characters. But still, why is... like, this does not cast Ozen in a good light. First of all, if we are meant to take it as that Maruku is being forced to wear girls' clothing, and he doesn't want to, because... just because Ozen, like, thinks it's fun. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the point of this line. The other okay, what else do we know about Ozen? We know she's a white whistle. That's pretty cool. Like, she's got all these cave raiding skills. She's probably got cool fighting skills. She's an immovable bull. She's awesome. She's gotta be a giant badass since she's a white whistle. She can do all sorts of cool stuff. She's in the highest echelons of cave raiders. So you know she's got to have all these cool skills. We only meet like three white whistles in the show. We meet what's his nose with the mask. We meet Ozen, and we meet Riko's mom. Two of them are assholes, and one of them is Riko's mom. Which, like, maybe Riko's mom is an asshole too. I don't know. We don't really see her, like, talking or interacting with anybody except Ozen in the show, so maybe she's an asshole too. Maybe that's just, like, the thing. Maybe all white whistles are assholes. Like, we only get to... the only two that we spend any time with are assholes, and Ozen is one of them, and she too is an asshole. Like, it's cool that she's a white whistle, but she is also an asshole. Freaking... what else do we know about Ozen? We know that Ozen was definitely going to kill Reg. Like, she explicitly stated... like, after they fight, she's like, when I saw how much damage his body could take, I, like, just wanted to punch him to see how many punches he could take before he died. And then it's played off like, aw, Ozen, she was just testing us. She was just putting us through a trial to see if we're worthy to go down or some bullshit. Except she was actually going to kill them. It was only on accident that she did not kill them. She flung Riko so hard against a wall that Riko's head bled, which is, like, not a thing that should happen, and Ozen had no way of knowing that throw wasn't going to kill Riko, and she very flippantly tries to kill Riko, and then definitely, like, with intent and purpose, tries to kill Reg. Like, she was very obviously trying to kill him. It's not like she wouldn't have done it. It's just by happenstance that he survived. It's just because he's a robot. Like, she didn't know that he was invincible, basically. She was gonna kill him. It's so dumb. Like, she's presented as, like, this cool, great mentor, but she was definitely gonna kill him. She was definitely gonna kill Riko. It's not like a freaking yandere thing. I could get that, but it's like Ozen is never really presented that way after the fight, even though she definitely is that kind of character. She's just not, like, shown in that sort of light. She's presented as like big tough mom, but she's not big tough mom. She's, like, terrifying, and she was going to kill the main kids, and she's shitty. Like, fucking... I like her, like, as that character, as a terrifying and shitty character. She's more interesting and relevant that way, because pretty much everything in the Abyss is terrifying and shitty. But, like, the tone of the show clearly doesn't want me to see Ozen that way. It's like, she's the tough mom and she's the stern, cool aunt. And it works. Like, it seems like most people perceive her as, like, a stern, cool mom character. But she, or at least that's, like, what most of the fan art and the fan works that I see depict her as. So it's gotta be true, I don't know. Ozen sucks. She's a mean lady.